Fox 2 News, Detroit's most watched local news.
I'm Lila Lazarus. 1 in every 1,000 children is born with spina bifida. Born with spina bifida, she's unable to control her bladder or bowels, which means constant infections and kidney troubles.
To think that your child is going to be on dialysis by the time she's 25 or so is really hard.
For years, parents and doctors have searched for a solution.
We were just trying to find some way that she could have, a normal-ish childhood and go to school and not lose her kidneys when she was 20.
7 children from across the United States, including Becca and William, came to Michigan's Beaumont Hospital for a revolutionary first-in-the-nation nerve rerouting surgery. It's a common procedure in China that's only now come here.
That could all change thanks to these doctors and one remarkable surgery pioneered by Dr. Zhao in China. It's called nerve rerouting. Beaumont Hospital is the only place in the country testing the procedure. It works like this. Nerves from the bladder are reattached to nerves from the thigh muscle. In theory, you scratch your leg and go to the bathroom.
Over time, the nerves that went from the leg will actually grow down and innervate the bladder and the sphincter.
By one surgery, solve their problem. You make them more independent. And the self-respect comes back. They can go to social. They can go to work. They do not have any more infection.
Basically, the child will scratch their leg and go to the bathroom.
This is a modern-day miracle.
And so far, there's a 90% success rate. Little Becca's so happy.
Because I can pee.
Just to see the kids come in and excited that, they're like, Dr. Peters, I'm going to pee today, and to watch them do it, it's been very rewarding.
That reverted to needing diapers, which is normal for adoptions. And, but she smelled, and I didn't know what that was. And she was losing weight. She wouldn't eat. We kept taking her to the doctor, and the doctor said, well, you're going to have to use catheters, and you have to train her bowels. And I was doing everything I was supposed to do, and what we had was poop days. It was like someone was standing on a tube of toothpaste, and I couldn't keep her clean. And then nothing for days, and then another poop day. And as a result, she would have constant bladder infections. I don't know why she lived. I personally think it was a miracle, because when we finally found out why she smelled so bad, she didn't have a fever. She didn't act like she was sick. She just reeked because she had no sensation. She had had a bladder infection for 6 months by the time it was cleared up, and somehow it didn't go into blood poisoning. We couldn't keep the infection away because of the bowel problem. She was really, I thought she'd be on dialysis in her 20s. And we found Dr. Xiao on the... Yeah. We found him on the internet, and at that point, we emailed Dr. Xiao, and I said, she's a Chinese citizen, we'll meet you in Shanghai. And he said that he would have a place for her in the study with Dr. Peters' group. And he put her in the study group out of all the other people that applied. And I think Becca was the first one to have any kind of control. And now instead of having 2 holes in her gut, she has a normal life. It's a miracle.
This child was adopted from China. adopted from China at age 2, and suffered about 3-4 years before we get a surgery done with Dr. Peters. We did surgery with her lymphoma. When she contacted me, I said, go to find Dr. Peters. And I said, we did not cure treatment for you in China, but I promise I will help you in lymphoma. Then they went to there with your surgery. Now it's just no more kids. And now it's not kids anymore. It's now college students running all around worldwide, very active, very beautiful. I said, you should be grateful to your mother. You see, otherwise, if she is in the orphanage, die, like many kids. I give this guy a surprise.
Yeah, a total surprise. Had no idea. I haven't seen you guys forever, so I'm so happy you're doing well. I thank you, CG, for doing this and just for how you've made a difference in their lives. So I have to say that seeing now after all these years, a beautiful young woman who's doing well at the time was not the case. And it was very dramatic in your interview at the time about how desperate you were to find help. And it actually reinvigorates me even a little bit more right now just to see this. So that's awesome.